Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, and if you're new, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. And I'm gonna go right in and start with today's topic. So today I'm gonna just be discussing some of the experiences I've been through in trying to obtain a visa. So I luckily have been able to get my visa denied, and I've also luckily been able to get my visa approved. So the one that was approved was the South African visa, which I really thank God for, because I really enjoyed my trip and I'll never change anything about it. Then the one that got denied was the one for US. The US visa, like, that's when I knew, by the way, don't joke with these things. These things you might think they're just easy, like it's just a visa, like passport is the it. No, visa is everything. Like, if you don't get your visa, your passport is as good as useless. You can't go anywhere, you can't travel, especially to those countries that require you to have the visa. So let me get right into my story. So the first one, I'm gonna start with the sad one, because anyway, when someone tells you to tell me a story and then they're like, I have good and bad news, you're like, start with the bad, because the good will just suit everything in. So I'm gonna start with my US visa. So things I should have known before I went to apply for that visa that got denied. I wish I put my pay slips and bank statements in there, because I hadn't, and one of the things they really have to check, especially if you're a young lady, a beautiful lady, don't think you're gonna just go out there, because first of all, they think the worst of you. As in, they're allowed to think that, I know. They think the worst of you. They'll think you're going there to sell your body. They think they're going there to do prostitution. They think you're going there for a sponyo. You know, they think of all these things, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you have to prove your case. So I failed to put my pay slips and my bank statements, because I'm employed. It's not like I wasn't working at that time. I was working, and I had all that information to just back me up, but I didn't put it. So make sure if you're applying for a visa, and especially the US one, put your bank statements, put your pay slips if you have them, because they are gonna really scrutinize that stuff. So yeah, that's one of the things I didn't do that I think people should do, and make sure you take very keen notice. Especially, they usually need your bank statements listed like 3 months, 3 months to that time you're applying. So make sure you put that in there. Another thing I didn't know is you're supposed to talk. Like, yep, talk until you have no saliva in your mouth. Talk. Because when they ask you a question like, so who are you going to see in States, for example, you say a family friend. You can't just say a family friend and just their name. That's not enough. You have to give them more information. Like, tell them, this is someone I've known through this and that. He's, if he's married, say he's married, because now those are the things that will help build your reputation, that you're not going there to do crazy things like sell yourself, or prostitution, or stay as ponyo, or worst of all, peddle drugs, funny things. So make sure that information is really clear, because I thought that you're supposed to just be straight to the point. Like, if they ask you a question, just say that question and answer the question and just shut up. No, don't shut up. In fact, talk until they're like, that's enough, that's enough, sister, that's okay, I got the point. It's, that kind of thing. Don't just answer a question and just stand there like, next please. Don't. Please talk, because it's like you're convincing them you're gonna come back. Cool. Because they usually think if you don't say you don't state your purpose for visit, and your finances are not making sense as well, they're gonna think you're not coming back. You're gonna go there to build a new life. And we know Kenyans, we have so many debts, so you cannot leave this country. Let me just tell you that you cannot leave this country, and it's gonna be very hard for you to leave this country. So they're gonna make sure, if you cannot convince them otherwise, you're not leaving this state ever. So make sure your convincing skills are like up there. Another thing I did that I didn't know was really important was Let me think. I did not do my assignment. Like, I did not go out there and look for people who've actually gone through this process before, and just get pointers on what is what. Do that assignment. Also, another thing, go online, research this thing, like get to know why other people were denied their visa, get to know those who got approved, how did it go, like see the good side and the bad side to this entire story, so that you don't get yourself in a mess like that. And another thing is, visas are usually very expensive, because for the US visa I spent almost 17,000, and that money just went like this. It's gone. It never comes back. If you get denied, you don't get a refund. It's gone. Like, even when you're applying that form, they tell you da 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 da, it is not refundable. Like, the money is gone. It's gone. Don't look for it. It's back. It's gone. Like, it's gone. Forget about it. So yeah, your money will never come back. So please make sure those things that I've listed, and so many others that I don't know about, because those are the ones I felt I should have known and could have made things better, make sure you just adhere to them. But research these things. Everything is all about research, because nowadays life is so easy. Like, Google is there with everything, YouTube is there with all the videos you need to make. So just make sure you get your facts straight, you've done your research, you've done your homework, in case any of these things happen. Now, maybe it's just the person didn't like you, because there's such a reason, by the way, like someone just doesn't like you, like they just saw you that, like, girl, you're not going anywhere, so just to the left, back home, so there's that instance. But I usually believe, like, if you're looking good, you're dressed nicely, you look presentable, someone has no reason to hate, is there? But you never know. So that's another thing. Someone might just not like you. You might have all your facts straight, but someone just doesn't like you, so they won't give you the visa. So if that happens, honey, I'm sorry. There's nothing we could do about it. Sorry. Yeah, so that's about it for reasons why my visa got denied. And I feel that people should know what exactly happened, so that you don't find yourself in the same mess I was in. Because trust me, I cried about this. I really cried. The people who know about this are very few, that I cried about this whole issue. But you know what? Like, when I cried about it, I got it off my chest and I moved on with my life. Like, nowadays I don't even remember that money. Okay, once in a while when I'm broke, I remember it, but most of the time, like, it's like just what's under the bridge for me right now. It's gone. I've moved on, and let's skip forward to the best part, which is the good part, when my visa got approved. By the way, I usually believe my visa got approved by a miracle. Like, I didn't see that coming. I really did not see that coming. Cause you guys just listen to my story. Like, oh gosh, it was tough. It was really tough. So I wanted to go to South Africa for business reasons, just study purposes. So I went right ahead, applied for my visa. So the day I applied for my visa, I at least marked some faces I expected to see the day I'm coming to collect my visa, because you need to know at least who's who around there. So yeah, at least I knew a few people who I knew. If I don't see them that day, then maybe it's too early or it's too late, or something of that sort. So for a South African visa, it takes like 5 days for them to like process it. So after 5 days, because I applied my visa on like a Monday, so on Friday people were supposed to get a text, apparently, then you go. I didn't get a text, but I still went anyway. Talk about being stubborn. I went anyway. So I got there. Of course, everybody who we applied with was there. So I'm like, oh, yay, we're getting our visas, yay, stuff like that. Yes, I was really excited. So I went, picked the ticket, waited for my number to be called. Then when I went there, the guy was like, we don't have your visa. I was like, this is a joke, right? Like, have you ever like flashed back to the day you were denied a visa? I flashed back and I started like freaking out. So I was like, girl, calm down. Maybe it's gonna come out sooner or later. So this week, let's say this is the week when I'm supposed to get my visa, so Friday, yeah? The next week on Tuesday, I'm supposed to be on an aeroplane flying. And then I made the mistake of paying for my ticket. So trust me, so much was on the line for me, so much. And I had booked with cheaper air, so they don't do refunds. You have to book again if you miss your dates. So I didn't have options for that. So I was like, this better not be happening, because last time I lost to 17,000. This one I'm looking at a clean 60,000. So I was not ready to let that go. So he told me it's not yet here. Maybe there's something that wasn't there, but you'll be informed, and then you're supposed to bring it. Then probably latest you might get your visa by Monday or Tuesday. I was like, oh no, let it not be Tuesday. Tuesday the day I'm supposed to travel, let it not be Tuesday. So I was just freaking out over there, but I was like, okay, cool. I went home and I prayed about it. I've never been so religious. I prayed about it. I was like, God, you've seen what I've been through. You've seen my tears, you've seen my pain, you've seen my household, you've seen my everything, and this is important. This is not just about fun. This is about me just furthering my knowledge and my knowledge skills in makeup. Just please don't let this be bad. I prayed about it. I cried about it. And then I remember that time my parents were going crazy. They were like, are you going? Are you going? Should we come pick you up and drop you at the airport? I'm like, calm down, you people, you're making everything worse. So they were trying to like just make sure everything is okay. They got me, they got me on, like, I don't need to use a taxi to go there. They can get me. So I was like, you guys calm down. I haven't even received the visa yet, and I don't know what the problem is. So Monday came, and on Monday, pay for the every page they give you for the bank statement. So per page it's like 500. So I needed like 3 pages, so that meant I had to pay like 1,500. So my friend, he's at least connected, so he told me, you know what, you've been through so much with this, so please just take them, and I'll stamp them and everything will be fine. So I was happy about that, so that at least made my process faster. So I went straight, because I was told to submit them now at the embassy, not at the VFS global office. So I went there and I was late. Like, I was cussing, I was mad, because I remember I reached town, then I was like, you know what, I don't think I'll make it on time, because they closed the office at 12:15, yes. So it was 12 on the dot when I reached town. So I was like, I have to take an Uber, because I cannot afford to be late. At least if you get on a 1 minute, I'll be okay. So I took a cab, and then it's like everything just fights against you when it's just convenient for it. So we bumped into traffic. And I got late. Actually, I got there at like 12:20. Then when I was there, I like tried to sweet talk those guards to let me in. I was late because the Uber delayed me. Oh, if there was traffic, like so many excuses, and they're like, girl, you could have done better, like you could have woken up earlier or something, So I'm like, you guys don't know my story, but anyway, it's okay. So they told me they'll try to see if they can get anyone in there who can just help me out. So apparently nobody could help me out. Sema kulia. I cried, oh my god, I cried. I remember I walked from where the offices for the embassy are to stage crying, and then luckily, I don't know how that happened, but I had shades in my bag, so I just wore my shades because my eyes were all puffy and red and stuff and teary and stuff. So I just wore them and just went home. Then I just said, you know what, Tuesday is the day I'm supposed to travel in the evening. So I said, Tuesday morning I'm waking up, I'm going to give it my all, my final shot. If it goes well, God, please, I'll live to say thank you. If it goes bad, I don't know what went wrong again, and I am done with this business of traveling out of this country. I'm done. So I went there, got there really early at around, I think, 8. Then I went in. I first of all explained to the lady who took my bank statements, like, this is a matter of life and death for me. If you can just talk to your boss, please just explain my story, just tell her my case, tell her my urgency, just to make it happen. Then luckily, so that just God just does miracles every day. Wow. Luckily, the car that picks up the ready visas to take them to VFS Global for collection hadn't left. They were still like trying to sort things out in there. So I was like, oh my god, that's positive, that might work. So I was like, okay, let me calm down, let me just go and wait at VFS Global. So I don't even know if my visa is gonna come out, but I'm crossing my fingers, because most the guards there told me that if you brought the forms today, the chances are it will be approved tomorrow, not today. So Sama Nelly and her stubborn mind, me, I was there stubborn as usual. I was like, you know what, I believe, I have faith, it's gonna come out today. God, please make your way, please make your way. So I waited for my visa, because on the other side they're supposed to reach that around 12:15, so collection started I think at around 1. So I got there and waited. So I stayed and waited, and I was like, you know what, I won't go at 1 exactly, I'll go at 1:30. Then I went, and the guy looked, then didn't see anything. My heart skipped a beat. I was like, please, no, please, not today, please. Then he searched again and he found it. I was like, hallelujah, this is the best day of my life. I was so happy. Like, it was just hours, a matter of like less than 10 hours to my flying time, and I actually made it through. So I was so grateful to everybody, especially God. Like, God made this work for me, so I was so happy. So what I'm gonna tell you, like, you need to make sure is in order when your visa gets approved. First of all, please don't book too early. Like, you can secure the booking, but don't pay the full amount, because that's gonna be very scary if things go haywire. Don't pay too early. Just make sure you've booked and you've not paid the whole amount, because you're gonna go through a lot of trouble. Another thing you need to know is make sure the date the date that Nini has been stamped is not either behind or a day that has passed. Because I've read a story like that. Someone went to the airport, visa ready, everything ready, then he finds that his visa has been stamped a past date. So that's something that happens, but it's like 1 in a million for it to happen, but it might happen, so you have to be careful. After you get your visa, make sure the dates are correct, the date between when you're supposed to leave the country and the date you're supposed to come back to the country, so that you don't have any inconveniences, because that's gonna cost you so much, boo, so much. So that's it, I think. And what else will I tell you? Make sure you're on the good side of everybody. Like, don't over argue things, because at the end of the day, these are the people who are gonna stamp your papers and say that everything is all in order, you know. Because I remember the day I went to submit my forms, I hadn't put in the invitation letter. So make sure such things are in order. Everything has to be in order. I can never stop emphasizing on that. Everything has to be in order, because I was just lucky that day that I met someone who was patient enough to just go through my forms with me and tell me, you know what, you forgot this, do that. You know, some of these people have no chills with you. Like, they'll be like straight up denied, onto that stack, onto the next one, you know, such things. So please just make sure you like get everything in order. Anything they need, just make sure you get it in order. And I think your visa should be fine after that. And don't argue with these people, because at the end of the day, if you take them off, if they don't like how you smell, if they don't like how you look, honey, you're in trouble. So just make sure you have everything in order. Look official, look presentable. You know, it's like you're going for an actual interview. Just look nice. Don't just go there looking like, you know, this is nothing. It's everything, because people usually think a passport is everything. Trust me, visa is the plug. Like, that's it. If you don't get it right, you're done for. So I'm just glad that I got to have both experiences, and from that I learned a lot. So in the future, if I have to apply for a visa to go anywhere, I know exactly what to do, you know. So if you've never traveled, if you're a first-time applicant for visas to any country, just make sure you have your documents in order. Be humble, but not too humble. Be humble. Make sure you pray, because prayer works. Hey, prayer worked for me big time. Hey, prayer worked. So yeah, I think after all that is in order, you'll be good to go. So let me know in the comment section what your experiences have been, if you feel free to share. And drop me a thumbs up if you liked my video, if you felt I was informative today, and a thumbs down if you feel like I don't like this girl, you know, just whatever, just do whatever you want, but please drop me a like, drop me a thumbs down, drop me a comment, and if you're new, please subscribe to my channel. Alright guys, love you.